we have Miss Anne-Marie Seeley, Coordinator Producer, Art of Harmonizing. She is joining us via Skype, and with us in studio in Trinidad is Miss Gail Panton, who is an artist, and we are talking about the Luise Kimmie Museum Art Show. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Miss Seeley, good morning. And we seem to have some connection problems there, but we will try to get on to Miss Seeley in a short while. But Miss Panton, the Luise Kimmie Museum Art Show is coming up, and you will be one of the featured artists there.
Yes.
Tell us about that. And first of all, tell me about how you came to know Miss Luise Kimmie.
I met Luise probably a few months before she passed away several years ago. I went to see her work, and I was most impressed with this artist. Not just her work, the personality, and especially what she's done for the community of arts and for our country, how she's represented our people, and how she's tried to promote art, which I think is a very strong point in artists. And it was just a wonderful meeting. So this show is going to be featuring several artists, right? And it's going to happen on the 27th.
And you did do a sketch of Miss Luise Kimmie.
Yes, I did a few sketches of her, and this is one. She had the color of her eyes were the same color of the Tobago waters, which is quite exciting to see.
And if people can actually see it, you know, you will see it's a kind of green.
That green-blue, the water of Tobago is so special. It's not like our emerald green water here in Trinidad.
Yeah.
So it's.
And I do believe we have Miss Anne-Marie Seeley back with us. Good morning, Miss Seeley.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
I am speaking with Miss Gail Panton here about this Luise Kimmie Museum Art Show, which is coming up. Can you give us some information?
We're doing a gala opening on the 27th, and on the 28th and 29th, we are going to be open for the general public from 12 to 4.
And is it a free event for people, or how much do they have to pay to come in? What is it?
It is a free event. We are opening this space because it has been dormant for some time. And when I met Kimmie many years ago, I loved her work so much. So I was very saddened to see that the space was not being used. So after several discussions with her sister and a very close friend, we decided to come up with this initiative. And by the way, it's entitled actually, Creating the Nurturing Spirit of Woman via the Medium of Art.
Yeah. And that is where we wanted to take this discussion as well. You know, we're talking about women in art, and Miss Panton.
Yes.
You're a woman in art, and you also saw the work of Miss Luise Kimmie.
Yes, that's correct, yeah. I think women have a lot to contribute in art, and on every level, whether they are educating their children, whether they are teachers, whether they are artists, and art will span from jewelry to, I consider a lot of the pan players artists, how they play with passion, and so not just painters. I think overall art goes from fashion, well, everything we use, everything we do, what we feel, there's a way to express it, from poetry to moko jumbies. There's an art in everything, cooking, gardening, and
so, you know, art is a wide field. You know,
yes.
People think about art, they just think about paintings and drawings and that kind of thing, and nothing much to it after that.
Right.
But you know, you're saying that, you know, it's a wide field. Miss Seeley, so how did you get in contact with Miss Panton to organize this event?
Well, I've known of Gail for some time, and I decided to just give her a call and invited her to the show, which I've done with many artists, sorry. The whole intention, the whole intention is to merge visual and performing arts.
Yep. Ms. Pantin, so you were contacted to be part of this. How did you
Yes.
feel to be called and asked to be part of it?
I would say of all my exhibitions, I'm most excited. The artist, Kimmie, I loved what she stood for art, for women. And just everything about Trinidad and Tobago that she represented, which is something along the lines of Anne-Marie and myself wishing and wanting to do. So to meet Kimmie and then to be asked to show my work in this, it touches something really deep. Now, a couple of my paintings that I would have done, one is she had a love for animals, and she had about 9 dogs that she used to keep around, stray dogs. So this piece I've done is tribute to Kimmie with the dog, the potong running on the beach, right? And I have a series of Moko Jumbies, which we will have at the opening. But Kimmie is such a wonderful artist, right? And her energy, and I think that transforms. And I think I got a bit of that by meeting her. And I think that's what Anne-Marie is trying to present for the opening. It's the energy of Kimmie, the life of Kimmie, that this person that was passionate about our country, our people, arts, and women in general. For the show, the first focus we're doing is the women, but Kimmie stood for all of it. And it goes, you know, it's almost, I'm shaking talking about it because it's deep down, and it's everything about us. And this country is so into the arts, so passionate about the arts, from, as I say, our pan ladies, I mean, our writers, our poets, on and on and on we go. And I mean, we're not just in Trinidad now, we have to go away and come back with this energy and bring it back, but we need it from here. This country gives us, Tobago has that side of the energy, Trinidad has this side of the energy.
Yeah. And Ms. Seeley, you can hear the excitement and the passion in Ms. Pantin's voice when she speaks about the show, and Ms. Luise Kimmie as well. You know, how do you feel doing something like this?
Oh, well, I'm really excited because I met Kimmie, as I said, many years ago. And when I saw her work, my paws were just raised left, right, and center. It was amazing to see the work, you know, and I grew up in theater, so theater is like second nature to me. So this is why I decided it would have been a really good idea to merge visual and performing, to highlight all the different elements.
How many artists would be present there?
We have 5 on canvas, and we have 4 performing arts.
Can you give us a rundown of who?
We have Selene Siroram, who is, I'm sure you've probably seen a lot of her illustrations on the Caribbean Beat magazine. We have Michelle Toppin, who is the president of the Women in Art in Tobago. We have Amber Shaw, who does fabulous pieces as well too, here in Tobago. And Stephanie Pyle, who does stained glass. Glenda Rose Lane is going to be doing a monologue written by one of the founders of Tobago Writers Guild.
So it has a lot to look out for if members want to come and take part and be part of this initiative. And you, Ms. Pantin, you hear all of these people will be there to be part of this, and we hear your passion. But for women to do something like this and put Trinidad and Tobago on the map, it must also have a special place for you.
Yes, absolutely. All artists, we're all artists, right? And I think it's nice as women, we could come forth and present something, a little bit more of our passion out there and try to get the energy going again. And we have a new president who is a woman. We have athletes who are doing things that we're proud of. And I think as artists, we do a lot. And I think it's nice to celebrate all of that. And Kimmie is a good way to bring it out, even though she's not here with us. I think that energy is still around. That doesn't go when somebody goes.
Is it true to say, you always hear people say it, but is it true to say that art is a reflection of who you are?
Art is a reflection of who you are, but I mean, no matter where I go in the world, I'm an artist and I speak of the storytelling, and it's also where you are from. That's important. And I think I carry that everywhere. My storytelling, from my paintings to my stuff, that energy. So it is who you are, but it is what you have that you want to bring out. So it's that environment too that is strong. And that's why we have that here. And that's why we produce some good artists in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah. Before we go, Ms. Seeley, can you just give us the information once again as it relates to this event?
Okay, on the 27th, we're doing the gala opening, mainly to market the work of the artists and to showcase the studio. Because I'd like to get some corporate assistance to help to restore the museum. On Saturday and Sunday, we're open to the general public from 12 to noon, and we have shuttles available from the major hotels to transport people to the location and back.
And this is a free event?
Yes.
As well?
It is free, yes.
It's a great opportunity.
Yeah. All right, I would like to thank both of you ladies for joining us. Ms. Anne-Marie Seeley, coordinator, producer, Art of Harmonizing. She joined us via Skype. And Ms. Gail Panton, who is an artist who is in studio with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies, for coming in and talking with us about the Luise Kimmie Museum Art Show. This is Good Morning Trinidad and Tobago. We take a break and come back with more.